Yo guys, what's going on? So today we have a couple of mechanics to do both on this bike and the BMX. Now the BMX is gonna be for later because I have to do an overall service to every single thing on the BMX to make sure it is functioning well. Now this bike, I only have one thing to do, which is clean up the bottom bracket. I've been riding on a lot of dust lately and I had to service the headset, but I didn't record that. It was on another day. And now today we are about to service this bottom bracket because it's creaking quite so much. Now, really easy, nothing to know here. Take out the cranks, take out the bottom bracket, clean everything up, re-grease, put it back together, and we're good to go. This is so tight. How am I gonna take this thing off? Well, I don't know how, but I did it. Took it off. I don't know. I just came back to this position and cranked it off like a maniac and it just came off. Great, let's continue. Okay, now the only thing you need to do is actually clean all of this grease out and, take out this gunk and we're ready to put them back together. Then apply fresh new grease to every single part of it. And there you go. Good as new. Just check for any lateral play. Nothing. Good as new. Okay, it has been some days since I've recorded the other maintenance video. I'm wearing a hoodie now, it's colder, the weather has changed a lot, but we are gonna service the BMX right now. But there's one thing we need to take in consideration is that we have little space to work. Bed is taking too much space, we need to move it. Well, so I haven't actually ever serviced the BMX, but I guess they are the same basics as a mountain bike. You have a headset, you have a bottom bracket, some cranks, some pedals, chain and some bearings to re-lubricate again. Now, we are gonna start with the headset, gonna take everything apart, then we're gonna move on to the bottom bracket and gonna check out the wheels. So let's put this bike all in pieces and then we'll start the fun. There we go. Well, and there we go. Things are unassembled and ready to be cleaned one by one. There's a lot of dirt in there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot of dirt in there. These things are full of old grease and grime and dirt and gunk all over the place. I need to give this thing all a good clean. Overall, bearings are acceptable. Nice. And nice. We're gonna clean up bottom bracket and headset, then give it an overall clean. And it's good to go. we got everything cleaned up. Wheels are cleaned up. The parts done. The frame shining like new. Now there's a problem. There's a broken bearing inside of this, and we need to take it to the bike shop tomorrow so they can fix it, which means we won't be able to get done with the rear wheel today. So we're just gonna mount everything on the bike and leave the wheels for tomorrow. Let's go! Okay, it's another day. The bearing has been replaced, new one inside. Now it's time to assemble it on the bike and get everything ready for the bike to go outside to ride. Let's go! Okay, now here comes the hard part, which is to line up the rear wheel and get the right tension for the chain. Because if you notice, if it is like this, it has almost no tension. If it is like this, it has a lot more tension. Now I have to play with this, see what to do. Some tension here and there and get it around. And there we go. That's the complete guide on how to service a BMX bike. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a trained professional. This was the first time I just serviced overall a BMX. So don't take my advice seriously, do whatever you want, because these things are made to endure. And I'll see you guys next time. Just SRAM trying to make the home mechanic life harder than it actually is.